October 7th, 2025. Kingwood Media, Police Crimes Report, 6 years torture. I am Christopher Wood, 53 years old. I am going to make this short and simple. 6 years of very serious injuring, torturing, mutilations, kidnapping, sex assault, false arrest refusals, extortion, kidnapping. My mother was stalked, tortured, and her life was taken. Two of my dogs were killed, tortured, and killed. Serious skull deforming, brain splitting, shot August 6, 2019 by ex-OPP chief or commander. He and a guy in a black truck who I found out recently to be OPP cop Barty, named Barty. They are both guilty of first-degree premeditated attempted murder with intent to commit. Had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street. Their sex slavery trafficking, human trafficking, children and adults. Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Christine Schultz, Stacy Kingston AMHS, a blonde-haired heavy-set woman, Shelley Huffner. Whether this is blocked out by the branch or not, who are involved, guilty of torture crimes against me, along with brain injuring me, forced confinement, death threats, torture with the intent to commit homicide. Spencer Mills, 14716. Robert Kane, 7224. Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, guilty of file falsifications for treatment refusals, discrimination, blacklisting. I know this is being broadcasted in the background and copied. I know that there's a lot of my stuff is being blocked out through police tech, spyware, Pegasus, and Stingray. I have also had CEW use on me as well. to prevent anything legal getting out of the crimes against me and who is guilty. Accomplices who are officially guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder with intent through Ontario Provincial Police. Two of them are actually extended family members of mine. Harry Hartwick, he is guilty of brain injuring me. He's guilty of skull splitting me, and their crimes against me are provable. Their guilt is provable. He's guilty of brain injuring me, skull splitting me, torture crimes against me, and attempted homicide. He is also guilty of very serious crimes against me as a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Dale Hartwick, his nephew, is guilty of first-degree attempted homicide against me with intent to commit. He personally told me of his involvement before he realized what he had said. You're guilty of ending the Wood bloodline, completely and totally changing my identity as well. Tony Hearns, Robert Berry, Brandon Berry, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Raymond LeBlanc, Bert Hustler, Robert Hanna, Edward Alex Robichaud, and there is others who are involved under serious death threats to my family members, my wife, who we are no longer together, death threats to my nephew has been done, intimidations, obstructions. Police are the ones making their victims homeless to assure that they get away with their crimes. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, medical file falsifications, false arresting. I have proof of trying to get arresting and charging on police and others for crimes against me. Going to the cops. OIPRD at the time, which I can prove still. LECO many times. Private prosecution, justice of the peace is involved. Threats, intimidations, accusations, obstructions, having me falsely charged to prevent anything legal on her or anyone else. Damage done, time bought. I have absolutely no feeling left in my head from all the piss and shit that is forced through me and provable 100%. I have holes now that I never previously had in the back of my skull, and I also have something inside my skull like a plate. I have a tube that comes up in my throat that bulges out that goes to the back of my neck. That's where I get the piss and this shit going through me. I have tubes in my head like a certain other person does who is involved with this and guilty of first degree attempted murder with intent to commit. My life has been taken as a joke. Lies about being suicidal self-harmer. Not true in any way, shape, or form. I am wood, life, tree. I am about life. There's no death in me. 100% lie. Lies about drugs so they can use those narratives and bullshit against their victims when they are committing murder against them to have them covered up. No matter what I've been able to show, no matter what I've been able to prove, my medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken from me. I have serious right lung damage done to me, full brain splitting, all can be proven. All it would take is a CAT scan, or all it would take is an MRI or a brainwave scan, and others to show the damages internally done to me. I unfortunately, through Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic and the police involved, I am medically blacklisted, and I have been for the past 5 years almost, to prevent me help, to prevent me proof. I have had strokes as well as other serious damages done to me. Accomplices, they are all registered sex offenders, drug traffickers, and each and every one of them are guilty of attempted murder on me. One of them is a meth head. He is in a permanent psychosis, along with being a schizophrenic. One butt plug hustler. He is jealous of the long hair I used to have. He is very fucking delusional, very psychotic, and I can 100% prove the lowlife is guilty of crimes against me just through DNA. Once again, I am the end of my bloodline, and you are guilty of first degree, premeditated, conspired, with intent, homicide, and to get away with it and have it covered up through your doctors. And for the other ones who are involved, the threats, intimidations, obstructions to have me forcibly confined at the time, to commit other death threats and other crimes against me. Time's been bought, the damage is done. No criminal record or history with me either. No association with anybody named prior to crimes against me and me speaking of their human trafficking and homeless exploitation for monetary gain out of the Morning Star mission. They are putting illegal prisoner trackers into their victims as well. And I had no history with any police, no criminal record or history once again, no association with any mental health or AMHS or any other psych wards or anyone else like that. Had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to being shot, and all the crimes against me happening while being called a delusional, hallucinating retard, said that identity thefts cannot happen no matter what I've been able to show, and I have 100% proof and proven the full physical identity changes that have been physically done to me while going through this. I have barely any feeling left in my fucking body. I'm losing control of movement in my body as well. It feels like I have a plate inside my head. So whatever you're doing to me, whatever you've done to me, the damages are done. How many others have you brain fucked to totally, mentally, physically commit slavery against them? Ending bloodlines for revenge retaliation is what the police are about. They have no care or concern for life in any way, shape, or form. I have been a commodity and a fucking play toy for these bastards. How many others has this been done to and gotten away with? How many lies have you cast to have your victims' murders covered up? How many have you illegally framed by doing this, harboring inmate sex offenders, i.e., Bill Wooldridge, aka Stephen Maven, and Robert Cross are some of his alias names. The piece of shit that thinks that he and I were switched at birth, thinks he is my dad and was calling my mother mom. He is approximately 65 years old, bald, glasses, a mimicker, highly delusional, was stalking children for the XOPP chief or commander for sex slavery in Napanee, now lives pretty much right in the same place where I was shot, August 6, 2019, in a duplex behind the law office, or was. $22,000 to have anybody arrested for extortion. The time buying in hopes of deniability, the medical blacklisting, trying to turn all of this around on me no matter what I can show, and it has absolutely nothing to do with any psychological bullshit. 100% criminal. You are seriously, seriously sick. You are seriously fucking dangerous and threats to society while taking people's rights away to do this, to frame them, to murder them so junkies and others can commit disability fraud for more crack money. Congratulations, you bloodline ending bastards. And this is 100% all revenge retaliation against me. Once again, I hope you're happy with what you accomplished, and to a certain piece of shit, you are going to pay for what you've done to me too, and I can prove your guilt through your piss and shit in me, along with animals as well. I'm fucking done. This is finished with me. And now somebody has to pay monetarily. You owe me millions and millions of dollars, and I can 100% prove you are guilty. Like I said before, if need be, we can always exhume my dad in Deserano, Ontario for the crimes you've committed just to prove DNA, if it needs to go that far. And I'm more than willing to, because you're fucking with my life, you're fucking with my identity, and you're fucking with my bloodline.